What's up, my peoples?
Yo, yo, yo.
You hear that? Golo, golo. You know what we're doing. We're doing Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda forever.
Get it for your favorite cousin, Cousin Neo.
Hello.
I am the No Amor.
Yeah. What do your enemies call you?
The child with no love.
Namor.
No more. You have to roll the R's.
Namor.
But the way you say it, like that shows love. Like no more.
Namor.
No more.
No amor.
It's funny, like the only thing he needed was just the fucking jingle out to say, I'm a mutant.
Dude, oh, it reminds me of that song. Was it in the early 2000s? Amor. You know what I'm talking about? Who's it by?
Yeah,
is it by Baby J or something? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bésame, bésame. So yeah, guys, we're here to do Wakanda Forever. Like I said, it's only the two.
This is our first duo recording.
Actually, we did Peacemaker. Started off. We kicked it off.
Oh, did it? Was it just us? No Hitman? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was us two, and then Hitman jumped in after that.
Oh, he jumped in.
I wonder when season 2 of Peacemaker gonna come around.
I know. I'm excited for that. I think they're filming it right now.
What a surprise! That was a surprise hit, man.
That was a surprise hit, right? Oh, I will take the L for that. I seriously have no intention of watching
we were all dreading. We were like, do we have to really do this?
Stupid costume. It looks so dumb. Good for James Gunn, though. He proved us wrong.
Yes,
so fun. It was fun. But yeah. Okay, so Black Panther. Before we get into Wakanda Forever, what did we think of the original Black Panther? AKA the Lion King live action.
Everything that touches the sun is yours.
Yeah.
T'Challa. I really enjoyed, enjoy the first one. It has the music, has the charismatic, has the love, in it. That's what made me drawn into that that universe of Wakanda.
I agree. Yeah, I really enjoyed it too. Music was bumping, and also I like the villain. I like Killmonger.
Yeah, exactly.
I kind of wanted more of Killmonger. He wasn't actually in the movie that much, but yeah, it was a fun movie, and Chadwick Boseman was the Black Panther. Totally owns it.
So when Killmonger showed up, I mean, he showed up, man.
He did.
When it comes out, like when the robbery in the art museum, he's so ruthless. Like, hey, could I get by this? Like, oh, sorry, that's for sale. I'm not asking. I'm taking.
Yeah. oh my.
So I was like, damn, man. He's already like drawing that presence to him,
Right.
When he was wearing that mask, he takes it off. Like, sir, what's up? Then he's with what? With his name is not the Claw, right? The guy.
I think it is the Claw. Well, I don't think they call him the Claw, but he is the Claw.
He is the Claw, right?
Yeah.
So he's with that guy, and then they double cross him, and they brought him to the Wakanda. Look, I did something you couldn't do. It's like, oh my god, you killed him.
I will say though, probably the only negative for that movie was the last fight scene. It was a bit video gamey, and I'm only bringing that up because there's a similar problem for me in this newest movie. So, I know the VFX artists, I know they're under a time crunch, so, it is what it is,
but it's cool though. Like you said, you brought it up in the train scene. Like they found a way to negate the powers of the suits. They
they
like,
honestly,
now they've been fighting for ages because all the impacts and all the recoil, like
it's true. Yeah.
So they found a plot point. So I'm like, okay.
So we both agreed. We enjoyed the first Black Panther. So going into seeing Wakanda Forever, what was your anticipation level for the second movie?
Um, doing the track record, seeing the other Marvel movies, like my expectation for this one was like man, it can be it can be better than Love and Thunder
Okay, so
or Doctor
the bar
Strange. You
has,
know,
so this is a space filler,
yeah,
right? It has gone down. It has gone down a bit.
I feel like the bar is so low, I might trip on it. So if I'm not looking down,
Oh, yeah, you know, my
uh,
honestly, my biggest disappointment was probably Doctor Strange. I had so much because I thought with the name of
yeah, we all
Doctor
had
Strange
hype,
in the multiverse of madness, I was expecting so much more. But
and it
uh,
became a mom drama,
yeah, it
man.
became a mom drama. But also, there's a lot of stuff that wasn't explained. A lot of like random stuff, or they didn't give us a lot of answers. I felt, you know, there's a lot of fan service in there, and it was just. But what's sad is I'd rather watch the first Doctor Strange movie. It's like it's decent. It's fun. I can rewatch it.
It's like a placeholder that like launches other events.
Yeah,
You know,
and you
you
can
need to
it
see
has
it, and boom,
rewatchability. Yeah, I can watch it again and
exactly.
enjoy it. It's fun, but like I don't want to watch Multiverse of Madness
And it's
again.
funny, and it's right there for free in Disney Plus. And we're like, I
And
came
I
like,
don't. You know what? Love and Thunder. I liked it,
yeah,
but I don't want to see it again. I don't.
exactly.
I'd rather
It's
watch.
like it's like Monopoly, like pass the jail, collect $200. You know, it's
Yeah,
like, all right, I went through the checkpoint. All right,
yeah,
let's keep going.
but I could rewatch Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
Ragnarok is fun. It's fun. So we're
and
missing some things.
another thing too is like the connectivity between all the movies. There's no
Yeah,
connectivity
it's all over
between
the
none of
place.
them. There's no end credits that
Yeah,
joins nothing together. You know, it's everything is a separate universe. I mean,
yeah,
different. I know it's like the multi-universe, all these theories coming up with Kang, the Conqueror, and Ant-Man and the Wasp.
yeah. I think part of the problem is they're trying to connect it too much to the TV shows, and let's be honest, the TV shows haven't been up to par. They're okay, right? You know, they have their
Exactly.
moments, but uh, now we're just getting average entertainment. It's not special. I feel, and
And that's
that's
sad, man, because we had high hopes for She-Hulk, Moon Knight, and well, I didn't have high hopes for Ms. Marvel, but you know, when you saw them, you're like you're living through the motion. We're just happy now. Like people didn't want to come back to review the shows.
yeah, right. That's
You
yeah.
know what
It's
I'm saying?
it's like
Which
it's
is
the thing
after
is
a
they're not.
while we started doing it because. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. No, no, no. I agree. It's just again, it's just mediocrity. Mediocrity. Just average. You know. Just eh,
It's like
eh.
slapping you're slapping the Marvel name on something like, oh, pass, go. You know,
Yeah,
like, are you
pass. Yeah.
sure?
It didn't go
It
through
has Marvel.
quality.
We
It didn't go
build
through
trust.
QA. Yeah.
We build trust on our Marvel name. So anything we stick Marvel, people are gonna go to because you think it's gonna be good. And my goodness,
Yeah. Well, with that said, now Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
yes.
Um, Chadwick Boseman passes. Of
Oh,
course, the big, anticipating the movie. It's like the question is who's going to be the next Black Panther. Now, my theory was going to be there would be several Black Panthers. I'd
yeah,
have
same too.
multiple people. That's what I said, and I think that would have made the most sense. Spread the love, right? Everybody got powers. We didn't get that in this movie. No. Um, well, first,
We had like little hybrid suits, you
yeah.
know.
Okay. Well, how about just general? What did you feel about the movie? Like, how did you feel about the movie, just in general? And then we'll get into the details.
It was if you could describe it in one word, it was you could just say heavy.
Heavy. Hmm.
Heavy.
I agree. Yeah, there are heavy moments. I thought what they did with the funeral for Chadwick Boseman's or for T'Challa. Sorry, I mean he's like one and the same now. But
Yeah.
they did it pretty well. I like the way they handled it. I did feel the emotion and stuff, especially
Yes.
seeing how the mom and the sister and the whole nation. I like that they kept it. They didn't really say what it was that that killed him. But yeah. But other than that, the movie is. I thought it was because I watched it in the theater.
Yes.
It was okay. It was fun. It had fun
Did
moments.
you
Had
did you
fun
watch
moments.
it normal or you watched it 3D?
I watched it normal. Did you? Oh, did you watch it in 3D?
I watched it 3D
Oh
because that was the
wow.
only option I had.
Oh wow.
And I thought that 3D aspect would entice my son.
Uh huh.
Like, hey, like it has 3D, he's gonna pop at you.
Uh huh.
And I keep glancing over him. He's just yawning up a storm over
He
there.
was
Oh,
bored.
he was bored. He took off his
Oh
glasses. He's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, wait, it's almost over.
wow.
Then when we left the theater, he told me like, I don't want to go unless it's another Spider-Man movie. I was like, oh,
Wow. See, that's your litmus test.
uh,
The movie's long. The movie is okay. I'm looking it up. 161 minutes. That's
geez, like
long.
two and a half.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I
And in the
okay.
beginning, yeah, of it's just dialogue. It was like,
A lot of dialogue. It's a I don't like I said, there are moments in the movie I liked, and then there's some parts that I was like, huh? Like, wait, what?
I know.
I wouldn't call them plot holes. They're just stuff that didn't really make sense. And there's some characters to me that if I was directing it, I would go a different way. But let's start with the positives. What did we like? What did you like?
I like the water balloon
Hey,
frags. That's all.
water
That's all. I'm like,
grenade.
we need one of those during the summer, man. Over here,
Yeah.
cause a flood, man. Because we're here dying, man. 110-degree weather, just
I will
frying, man.
say, I actually did like. I really liked Nemor. Oh, I like the idea of it, right? I like the fact that we have this Mesoamerican culture underwater. That's interesting, right? Because we already got Aquaman. We've seen all that, so we got something different.
And it's funny
But
because like right before the movie started, we had the preview for Little Mermaid, so it kind of tied in.
oh, you guys have the oh, see, wow, that's funny. A lot of
Under
underwater
the
stuff.
sea, I was like, "Yep."
Yeah, yeah. What
Uh,
did what did we think of? What did you think of Namor? Namor, especially
no
since
amor.
this is coming from your background. Obviously, how
Yeah,
did
the
you feel
African stuff.
represented? Did you feel represented?
Yeah, but then we got picked off. Like what?
No, I feel the same way. Like, I like the idea. I like the
Like the
concept.
power level was just like
Yeah, but well, I don't think they executed like his entire backstory was just
the
him.
purpose of him. It made no sense.
Yeah, and there was a lot of he was telling the story, but they didn't really show it that well. It was like quick flashes and stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, there's got to be more to this. The fact that he's supposed to be super old, like that's something. I'm like, so do you have like are these like all? I know he was calling them his children. Are they literally his children? 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 you know?
Can you imagine generations of him? Is
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's
I mean,
it's
if it was
interesting.
his blood, then they would have been all mutants. Da-da-na-na-na.
I think again, I think there were some script issues. I think I wish they would have delved more into Namor. He's such an
Yeah,
important character, and I think they kind of just glossed over it. I think there's way more in there.
and
Um,
the whole ruling of the earth type of thing. I'm like,
yeah,
all
it
right, like
was
like who's gonna stop
extreme.
you?
That was
He's like, oh, I was just waiting for the right moment. Like, dude, you have the Avengers. Shut up. You got your ass kicked, but the Panther. I mean,
yeah. Oh, so speaking of Black Panther, spoiler: Shuri is the next Black Panther. Well, she is Black
she is a
Panther.
Black Panther.
What do you think of that? What's your opinion?
I didn't like him, man.
Same. And it's not. We're not being sexist. I'm sure you're not. I'm not.
No, no, I'm
I
not.
just. I don't. She doesn't. Her her character, not the
Her
actress.
physique, dude, I'm sorry, it just threw
That's
me
one. That's
off.
one of the
I
aspects.
told, I told him like, what is this, a kid? Like it's probably a sun double, wearing the suit because, dude, there's no. I'm
It's
sorry,
true.
definition,
That's
dude.
part of it for me. It's not just the physique; it's her character in general. She's kind of bland.
Ben, yeah.
She doesn't have a presence to her. She's just yeah. She doesn't
I,
even
I
have much of a
rather I
third
rather
person.
prefer the other girl to
Yeah.
wear it.
What's her name? The Dormalaje
The
girl,
yeah, yeah,
the
exactly.
bodyguard.
She has more
She does
personality.
have more
She
personality. Yeah.
She has those singers here and there,
Yeah.
you know.
But I feel
She
like I know
pops
more
out,
about
you know.
her than I know about Sherry. All we got from Sherry is that she's sad about her brother. You know, she's
She's
doping.
vengeful, yeah.
She's vengeful. She's a scientist, but like I get it.
Pick a
She's
lane,
super
though,
super
like you
smart,
said.
but they never built her up as a character from the previous movie.
Exactly.
You know, all we know from her is that she's a scientist. Like, okay, that's it. Which is exactly. I'm going to bring this up. The next character I have a problem with was Riri Williams.
Dude, I was gonna bring
Pirate.
that right up. Like it's funny, like it's like walking into Walmart and going to the bargain bin
Yeah,
and getting that bargain dollar Jarvis and the bargain dollar Iron Man suit.
yeah, exactly.
It's getting like going to the 99-cent store and buying the bootleg toys type of thing. What's up with
Exactly.
those suit designs,
Well,
man?
yeah, okay. Design, yeah, it wasn't good at all. It wasn't even
At least fit it to you, you know. Just
yeah.
Iron Woman.
But on top of that, her character herself, I felt like the way she acted out or the way she was acting. If I was a
It's like a
director,
12-year-old, bro.
well, just not 12 years. It's like I feel like I've seen this character a million times in other things, in other movies, in other TV shows. You know, girl from the hood acting smart and does all this stuff. But I'm like, can we give her more of a personality, like a real
Exactly.
personality? Like, I'm sorry, but somebody that is supposed to be that smart, that intelligent, that spends hours, I mean, hours in books studying to be that genius level. I'm sorry, but they would be weird. I'm just gonna say they would be super weird. I'm not saying they'd be nerds, but they would be have something weird about. They'd be neurotic. They would be. I wouldn't say they'd be. They might even be on the spectrum. Why not? You know, what if they're like superly always loud, or they're
Got
always,
you.
or they're always
Tinkering and
smiling,
stuff.
right? What if she's like always smiling and nonstop, and it's annoying, but it's
Don't look at
annoying
my
in a good
stuff. Don't
way.
look at my inventions. Don't. Oh man.
Yeah, but it's just something to get her to be memorable. Tony Stark was memorable. She's not
Oh hell
memorable.
yeah.
She's yeah. And again, it's nothing against the actors. I'm just saying, if I was directing the movie, I like Ryan Coogler, but I think I would have gone a different direction with Riri Williams. You know,
Well, I mean, she's getting her own show
I know
out
that's
of
the
it,
thing.
so
I'm like, and this is she's supposed to be. She doesn't even have that much screen time, and this is supposed to be an important character, but they didn't do much with her. You know, they're just like, oh yeah, this girl's smart. She built the sonar detector that can detect
and that's another
vibrating.
cop out too. All of a sudden, oh, I
You
may
know?
make a machine that could detect vibranium out of the blue. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna find them.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
she
what? You
briefly
know?
and or like tell us like why is she this way? You know, why what got her into? I know she briefly mentions her dad. Well, show us like you know,
Yeah, like
show
show like
us
fixing the
working on
car or
the car.
something.
Show us why she actually cares.
Show us a Fast and
Don't
Furious
just say it.
montage,
Don't
man.
just yeah. It's the same thing with
Yeah.
Sherry. She's just really smart, and she does smart. She does all the she messes with the hologram stuff, and she's typing, and she does all this da da da.
And the
What? Well,
Jarvis.
how did she learn all that? How did she become that? Show
That
us
time
more.
is off the vibranium
Yeah,
that
I
give you
hate that
that.
sometimes they just do it. I'm like, just put, can you show us them in school or something reading a book?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
A baby picture or
Don't just
something.
slap the label on somebody and expect us to believe that. I don't. Yeah.
We just go
Um,
with it because like, here, she's smart. Oh, okay. Why? I don't know. She is.
right. Yeah.
I wish somebody said I'm smart and actually magically I started doing scientific things,
Yeah.
discoveries.
Yeah. Or maybe Riri starts naming off like interesting facts about random things that nobody asked. I'm like, okay, yeah,
You know that lizard has 5 toes or whatnot
yeah,
type of
there
thing.
you
Yeah.
go. Something like that. Like, come on, dude.
You're like, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I will say, Angela Bassett, the mom, the queen, great performance.
Dude.
Everyone's been saying it, and at first I was like, really? But then I watched it, I was like, oh, first of all, her arms. I thought she was gonna be Black Panther. Did you see it? Did you see how buff she is?
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
she can
that
take
is
she can take out Shuri. Like, oh my god,
She has the freaking personality. She has the,
it did.
the
It did
death stares.
I know when she had that face off with Namor, I was like, oh, these are
Tell me
two.
who you are. I'm gonna ask you twice.
Yeah, we got two heavyweights going at it. I'm like, this is a king and a queen. And yeah, Angela Bassett, she stole the scene. That you can tell there's the difference between a seasoned actor and then
And
everybody
a
else.
new. that I like the speech that she did in the UN too when she was
Yeah.
like your soldiers attacked us, and they show clips about that. I was like, oh, okay.
It was great. Oh, I also like the scene where the bodyguard, I keep forgetting her name, where she ripped her of her rank and kicked her out.
Oh yeah.
She straight up,
Yeah,
she's like, look,
yeah.
This is the only family I have left, and you allowed her to get kidnapped.
She goes, I trusted you with her, but when I needed your help, you threw me to the wolves.
Yeah.
When Killmonger took the crown.
Yeah, boom, there it is.
I was like, damn. So that there's a reason for that resentment. There's a reason why for that hate when she said it. I was like, okay, it makes sense, You're like, you stood with a murderer instead of with us, your family. I was like, damn.
Yeah. And then also we have freaking Winston Duke as M'Baku, the gorilla.
Yeah.
I thought he would have been a Black Panther. They couldn't have all been Black Panther. He was great. He wasn't in the movie. I mean, he didn't have that much screen time, but I felt the scenes that he had, he acted like a king. Exactly. He was trying to give advice to Shuri. He was like, look, I don't want to start a war.
We killed the Ku Klux Klan guy.
Yeah.
Being the Magics.
Exactly. I like when him and the queen, they were talking about evacuating the city and all that stuff. I like the king stuff. Maybe it's because I'm a fan of Game of Thrones, but that's the kind of stuff.
My lady.
Yeah.
And your six is coming.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, those are some positives. I mean, I kind of said some negatives also. Yeah. What are some big things that stood out to you that was just that just brought this movie down to a new low for you?
For me, it was like the gangster boyfriend telling his girl, like, come on, man, let's go do a drive-by. Like, I don't know, probably we should. When the scene they're in the cave together, join me, come on, me and you burn the city down. Come on, let's do it, Otto. Like, I don't know, I want to, but I can't. It's immoral. Like, come on, let's go do it.
I get why Namor felt that way, but it felt too easy. For somebody that's supposed to be old, I would expect you to be wise, And it didn't make sense of you just wanted to kill one scientist. Like, they already found the vibranium.
Making his last minute appearance. Give it up for the world-renowned Starbucks player, the Hitman.
Hey.
He did the drop by. He got dropped.
Yeah, dropped. Airdrop.
He got dropped.
Welcome.
He did the Shuri dropped in with the suit debut.
Well, I had to clean shave because they wouldn't let me into the Wakandan army without.
There you go.
Hey, you gotta make sure your eyeshadow matches your bald head, okay?
Good. You do not want to see me walking around with the ash on my face. And her makeup at the end. Yeah, she learned.
So you saw the movie, Hitman?
What movie?
Wakanda Forever.
Oh, is that what you... Yes, I saw that. Yes, bring it.
All right, let's get your straight up.
Yeah.
Right out of the fresh viewing. What did you think?
1 out of 10.
1 out of
The general census is complete.
Well, how about quickly, just so we can get your
catch up. Yeah.
What did you think of the first Black Panther movie?
No, I liked it. You know what? I think they improved upon it a lot. They took that same formula, and I like what they did. I loved Killmonger. I felt like his execution was maybe a little childish. and the character himself, but the machinations and his motivations and stuff were very mature and I don't want to say topical, but it was like
It's in the right mindset, you know.
well, it was more like they were facing something real with him, and I appreciated that and I respected it. Plus, he had my name. Oh no, he didn't. But yeah, so I liked him, and then they were like, "All right, cool. Well, he's dead." And I thought they were gonna do. I know we haven't gotten to that yet. I already heard where you were at, but thought they were gonna do it again because Marvel likes to introduce baddies and then kill them.
Exactly. That's what we're saying. Well, not yet, but
yeah. But yes, I did like Black Panther, the character and the movie.
Gotcha. So now, how does it compare? Wakanda Forever. Where do you? How do you? Did you like the movie? Did you like Wakanda?
1 out of 10 was because no attack rhinos.
No attack. You came strictly for the rhinos.
I came for the baby sharks, and there was no baby sharks.
Yeah. And then, all right, so dudes like they're coming in hot on orcas. The orcas got no gear. They got no drip.
They got no drip.
What is this?
Can I just
no
say,
flares or anything?
They got that one shot of M'Baku when he's underwater and he sees the orcas for the first time, and the look of surprise on his face, like, what the fuck? I love that.
Hell is this?
That was fun. That was funny.
I like that guy a lot. He's like,
you're right. But he didn't have that much screen time. But,
the new king of Wakanda is gonna have so much screen time in the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just pointing out like the big things that kind of took you out of the movie.
Oh, and you know what else?
Huh.
All right. How did your girl get the super black cat powers? How did that happen?
The 3D printer.
What did she do? First of all, I want that. That's freaking awesome.
That's what I said too.
That's like 5-dimension isometric. Like it probably prints underneath. No support. Oh, amazing. But like the build plate was like, was that like 20 by 24? What the
I know.
Something on that thimbles, but no, she drank grape soda. Come on.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
Dude, but the only thing too is like she didn't even finish it. Like halfway, I'm like, what? I thought you had to finish the whole damn thing, and you start vibrating and shit.
No, because it was so good and fake. It was the good juice. It was
Hitman, who did you, before seeing the movie, did you have a theory of who the Black Panther was going to be?
Yeah, I mean, I could already tell it was going to be Shuri.
Okay, so you already guessed it was going to be Shuri.
Yeah, and I wasn't like, obviously, I didn't watch any trailers or any of that jazz. You just could tell, like, who else? I mean, I had heard that M'Baku was going to play a big role and he was going to be the new something or other, and he did play a big role, and he was, but I mean, not really until the very absolute end did he gain any sort of title. And I knew Riri, of course, was going to be in it. And I didn't think that there was a chance that Okoye would do anything.
Oh, really? See, I thought me and Zombie, we were also like, we thought there'd be multiple Black Panthers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now there can be because they can just ask for magic heart fruit that they couldn't come up with.
So how do you feel about Shuri being the Black Panther? Are you a fan, or you like, you should maybe go in a different direction?
Yeah, she's tiny.
Everywhere.
I don't know. Like, it was whatever to me. Like, she didn't really have a character for
that was my biggest issue. She has no presence. I don't think she can carry a film franchise on her own.
Yeah,
but just because they didn't build her up enough.
Yeah,
Not only that, like the chemistry wasn't there with everybody. I feel like everybody was just there to fill a role, and once the role was done, they're like, all right, let's go. Because but T'Challa was being there, like he was the humor, he was the connectivity to shoot with everybody else. He brought the energy. People were feeding off that. You're like having a great time with them. Here, she's like, "What's up? Is my rule?" And then,
to her credit, though, like she was young and she was a recluse, and I hope that they really play into that because they really, They really just throw people into roles just randomly, and like she has no social skills, and I think that's like important to embrace because she didn't want this role. Like,
Yeah, no. See, now what you said was great. Unfortunately, I don't think they really showed that in the script that much. Because again, we were talking about it earlier, especially from the previous movie. We don't know much about Shuri. We don't know, first of all, why she is the way she is. You know, why is she so interested in science and all the smart stuff? How did she even get into that? Did she go to school? No, we don't. Yeah, there's no. Which is exactly the same as Riri Williams. Like,
that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but she's. You know, we were talking about it earlier. I felt Riri. I wish they would have given her more of a personality. Yeah. You know, I feel like her character, the way she acted the character out, is something I've seen in 100 other movies, 100 other TV shows.
Yeah.
I just wish they would have made her more different, I guess. So,
yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's your thoughts? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zombie.
No, I was asking him, what do you feel about the bargain deal Iron Man suit, the bargain brand, not the general, is the bargain brand general.
So here's what's interesting is that they're trying to parrot what they did with Tony a lot. And that look, she built a Mach 1 with like whatever she had laying around type situation, just like he did. And then her first official suit was modeled off of her favorite car. Like, it looked exactly like the car. You're gonna tell me it didn't? The only thing
it looked like something. All right.
Really Wait, cool is it? Is that? Because I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it looks just like
shoot. It was like a giant boulder up in the sky.
I'm being honest. I didn't notice that the suit was modeled after the car. It didn't look like it to me. So.
The other thing I thought was kind of cool about it, that I don't recall whether we saw Tony have it, was the chest repulsor. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, we've seen him do that.
Yeah, he did it once.
Okay. Well, yeah. Like she didn't get to do much. Does everybody have a talking AI?
That's what I'm saying. It's a bargain door Jarvis, bro.
Nobody computer without something witty rapport going on. I can type. I type. It doesn't talk back. I still get shit done. What? God, every Friday, Tuesday, Monday.
Actually, my biggest surprise was the beaming up stuff. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
but then I had to think for a second. The ships that they got, they recycled the ships from Thanos after that shit crashed. Those are his ships, but they like retrofitted it. So like
that's cool though. That's
canon. Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. It took me a minute to notice that.
I like how they appear kind of organic, and it doesn't really feel like it fits exactly, but like they kind of made it work.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Namor? Which, by the way, I don't think he's a villain. He's an antagonist. No, he's an antagonist.
Kind of like see that he has,
and he's a mutant. Remember that?
Yes, that's a whole other Flappy. What was I gonna call?
Flap your feet.
No, I thought about that. But Flappy Boy. All right, so Flappy Boy is a mutant by his own calling it that, but the way he became a mutant and his genes were altered or what have you is that his mom ate a fruit. So is he in One Piece now? Is this a One Piece world? What is this? That's not how mutants work. Is that just all right?
He's a fruit bat now. Apparently, he's a fruit bat.
See, you know, that goes into what we were talking about earlier, where I like the concept. I like the overall concept. I just don't think they presented it very well. His backstory, and like I feel like there's so much rich history there that they just didn't have enough time to explore, or they just could have maybe done it kind of differently.
Like they could have made it, whatever the hell his country's called, forever.
Talakan. First of all, but I will say the visuals, his headdress, and coming down.
Yeah.
That was the only time he wore it though. He was sitting down.
I thought we were gonna see him go to battle with that
Yeah,
thing.
me
It
too.
looked cool. I was
Isn't it
like,
right
oh,
up
because we
with
saw that in
dolphins
the
and stuff?
trailer. I was like, oh, that's it. Oh, damn,
No.
dude, he took it off. It's like Thor.
Yeah, I was
Thor
like,
wears
what?
his helmet like once or twice. You know, we don't see him.
By the way, his country is called C-Lab.
2020 or 2021, I think it's called.
Oh man.
Welcome
And
to
then the whole little mermaid scene at the end, you know, I mean in the middle of the movie.
I
Getting the
wish they
little
would.
warp tunnels, the water tunnels.
Yeah, they showed that, and then we got what's the character? The spy. Sorry,
Oh yeah, the Wakanda girl.
Nakia. How the hell did she get there? So it seems she got there so easily.
Yeah.
You know, she just took a dip into the hole.
But from Haiti, which America is currently on a goodwill tour in, by the way.
Goodwill.
Yeah. There's a lot of issues in this movie. I think my biggest, well, not my, what took me out was like the ending battle, the big battle.
Man.
Again, just like the last movie, for me, it felt very
the heat
video
lamps,
game.
bro.
Huh?
Put them underneath the heat lamps.
Put them underneath That's how they took them out, the heat lamps.
Oh, like with the heat lamps.
Yeah.
Here's a dryer. What are you doing? What is this treachery?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's hard for me to believe
Stop
that
it! You're driving me out.
Shuri, you know, in her limited time as Black Panther, could take out a 1,000-year-old warrior king. So
that's why when he used the restroom, I met him on the set, and he used the restroom. He didn't dry his hands at all. He's method acting. He's very into it.
Oh my goodness!
And I get it now. I didn't know.
He has to keep it wet, man.
I was like,
also,
I touched the doorknob, and I'm like, why's this so? This is gross.
But also that ending on that boat thingy, that submarine, with all those characters, you know, I was just like looking at it, and like it's just noise.
Okay, so
no idea what was going on.
let me get this straight. All right, so in the beginning, you could make people commit suicide, right? Just jump off.
Yeah, the sirens. Yeah.
So you have them over here towards the edge of the thing. You can't do it again. Just
you saw them put earplugs in. They have special Wakanda earplugs. You saw it? No. Remember when Okoye and them put the earplugs in? You don't think she would be like, "Hey, by the way, plug your ears"? Of course.
In the second battle, I think it was before the boat.
When they attacked the town.
Yeah, with the water grenades.
Water grenade.
Oh my God! You're gonna splash water. Just a water balloon. Some water balloons.
Water balloons with M80s inside.
Oh my!
Oh shit! How you feel about the death of the mother of? I feel like Neymar didn't kill her. Like I feel like she sacrificed for Riri because for some reason she was like, like her career right now is sinking. She's like,
actually, yeah. I don't know for like I don't think Neymar. I agree. I don't think Neymar was trying to kill her. I think he really was just trying to send a message, and it's just collateral damage.
He's like, oh shit, I did that.
Well, okay, you're queen now.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
For me, that scene though, to like when he was like way out there and he's like yelling into, like in real life, like sure he's in there screaming. You would hear him like, like what?
They open a window.
Right. Excuse me. What did you do? And he's like, okay.
Okay. Shouldn't heed my warning.
They were just trying to like get that whole like angsty backstory going with her, I guess, and that was the way to do it.
They needed another force to cry, I guess. You know, she needed her motivation to get pushed over the edge was another death of the family. Batman, the death in the family.
I know your story. I know you guys have already gotten like partway into this, but I want to backpedal a little bit to the fact that they did the whole tribute to Chadwick. It was nice. Everybody already knew about it, you know, but like to me, it presents something very, I don't know, pragmatic, I guess, something permanent. The fact that there's permanence and that they acknowledge it, like they the whole time he died of the disease, like they're acknowledging like this happened, it's there, and there's no plot armor or dancing around it. Like they acknowledge it and they have to progress from there. And I think that's like interesting, especially in comic books and comic mediums that nobody's ever really dead. No, like, okay.
Yeah. Well,
unless it's General Ross, then they can just replace you. But, not him.
No, I agree. So you're in the camp because I think a lot of fans are divided. A lot of people wanted to recast Black Panther because they felt the Black Panther character is too important.
Yeah, of course.
And then other people are like, no, it was Chadwick Boseman. It dies with Chadwick Boseman.
It's just people get creative, man. Come up with other stuff. Yeah, like
I think
they should have brought in. Sorry to interrupt. They should have brought in the White Wolf, Bucky, or something like that. Give it more interest, and then it could bleed into the Thunderbolts, because he was. That's what they call him, right? The White Wolf, or the Gray Wolf, or the
Thunderbolt Ross joining the squad, baby.
The Red Hulk.
That's
well,
right.
We do have the multiverse now, so I have a feeling we are probably going to see a different Black Panther.
We'll probably get a different Iron Man.
I think Iron Man's coming back, and Captain America. I think they're coming back, especially when we have Secret Wars.
Goodness sake, it's gonna be ballistic, man.
And that's okay. Yeah, bringing one from another.
Go ahead.
That's fine.
You think Secret Wars would be the end of Marvel? You think that's it?
No, because then they're gonna. I think that's what's gonna start with X-Men. We're finally gonna start telling.
You're telling me that they're gonna continue past that?
Oh yeah. This is such
for years and years to come, or?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
They spent money to buy all these properties.
We're gonna be 80-year-old man reviewing all these new 2042, the last movie. Sheesh. That's mind-boggling to think that the Marvel franchise is still gonna continue past our, I hope not, but past our death for generations to come.
Or once, if the trend continues, as long as it keeps making money, that's the bottom line.
I'm just intrigued how we're gonna view movies in the future. Probably download to your brain, or it's just mind-boggling when you said that. I'm like,
VR stuff.
They're gonna continue, contacts probably, or
I'm just gonna yell to my AI to tell it to play.
Well, see, that's one of the reasons why I'm partially excited to see what James Cameron has up his sleeve with the next Avatar movie, because he's one of those directors. He's always pushing the boundaries to technology. What's going to come next? So.
That's what it took him forever to make this one, because he was waiting for this. I guess this technology.
He was waiting for the technology. Yeah, it's the same with the previous movie. I mean, the first movie. He was waiting for the technology, or he's innovating. Same with what George Lucas was doing. Like George Lucas, what they're doing with Star Wars now, how they're filming on the
that 3D
that giant screen thing.
Yeah,
that's what he wanted. What he was trying to create back in the day. That's what he wanted to do.
Oh wow! So, probably sold them the idea.
Yeah, I mean, all the prequels are on green screen. It's just the technology even then was still not as up to par. But.
And it's cool because Thor Thor Love and Thunder was filming in that place. So like
The official title is The Four.
The what?
The Four.
The Four. Yeah. I think so, I mean I just hope they don't rely too much on it. From what we've seen from the Star Wars shows, some of it can be a bit wanky, especially when you have the camera moving. But when they just have stills and you just see, it looks good when it's just when you don't move the camera. But other times it can take it, like when they're shooting the House of the Dragon and they're showing the scenes where they're on the dragon. They shot it the way they shot the Star Wars stuff, and it doesn't look as good if you compare it to Game of Thrones. because the camera's moving and the background's moving. It's not working. Where if you compare it to the latest Batman movie, where they shot it in the same way, but it's just a cityscape. It's just Batman and Catwoman talking, right? And there's not much action. It looks fantastic, right? It felt like you're in Gotham. Like, holy shit! So,
you heard it here,
done correctly,
folks. Cousin Neil said he wants the next Star Wars movie to be a stationary talk show format.
Yes, exactly. If the conversation's interesting, why not?
Yeah, bring in our next guest, Darth Maul. Come in, Darth Maul. Sit down.
Darth Maul, how do you feel?
The wise.
Yes, it becomes like Space Ghost Coast to Coast, baby. Let's go. Or do what Tom Cruise is about to do. He's filming his next movie in outer space. So there you go.
What the fuck?
He's gonna actually do a spacewalk. So
this guy, man, he's just running out of things to do.
I think his goal in life is to die on camera and have all of us witness it. That's what he wants to do.
Immortalizing forever, guys. Yeah. This is what kind of we're doing right here. Hi, view yourselves. How you doing? Anyway, let's get back a little bit more on track. But
okay, so
yeah, it's like I said, it's crazy. Like when you said that there's gonna be more after that, my mind just it's hard for me to grasp that these movies are going to go 2025, 26, the year. It's like we're in the future. Like when you're a little kid, you hear movies in the year 2030. You're like, oh, the future. But now that we're living in 2023, 24, you're like, damn, it's crazy. I don't know. That's me, you know?
It's not that far off. So.
It's like the Odyssey. Like, oh, the year was LA 2025, 26.
Yeah.
You're like, oh. And you're in like 1992.
Like Mega Man X did it right. Year 20XX. Could be anything.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know. I'm just getting mind boggled that we're up there and it's just going to continue.
Well, on that note, are we looking forward to more Black Panther? Do we want to see more?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see the conflict.
If it's done right or she gets recasted, that'd be cool.
If they make a new movie and its sole focus is on Shuri, are you excited for that, or do you want something more vague? Like,
and my question is like, did she move to Haiti or is she just visiting Haiti?
I think she's just visiting.
She's visiting. That's what I thought too.
She had an orphanage. She was a head mistress. What are you talking about?
Head mistress.
She clearly lived there. Not like I appreciated the concepts, you know, like what they were really getting into.
Mm-hmm.
With like they were the sole protectors of this crazy alien technology, and they're trying to commingle with the world and stuff, and that's how it goes. And I like the concepts of it and the execution. I could see it being pulled off more.
And you know, I know we're some negative things are saying about it, but to be fair, when Chadwick Boseman died, they already had the script. They had it written. I think they even started filming some of it, or maybe not with him, but they were already starting production. They were about to. So when it happened, they had to do a major change, and I just felt they didn't have enough time. You know, Disney was like, "Look, this movie needs to come out sooner rather than later," and I felt, you know,
because the whole premise of it that I read, the whole premise I read was the T'Challa dealing with loss because like loss of time for those 5 years that he was not around. He was going to try playing catch up type of thing, and Neymar was still the titular character to oppose him, but I guess like you're right, like they just added more grief to the grief.
Yeah. So
you know,
I think they did the best they could, but also at the same time, you know, Disney and the leadership there, they're kind of dropping the ball on a lot of content that's been coming out lately.
Definitely, man. We're here to review it. Check our thoughts. Check out previous reviews on Marvel Corner and all that. You know, it's
just with everything that's happening there, not with just with the people that are working on these movies, like they're overworked and they can't meet these deadlines, and it's. I feel like over there, the business model has now become quantity over quality, and I think we're starting to see it, or we've been seeing it, especially with Phase 4. Um,
And it sucks, man. I feel
it
like
does
they should
suck.
take a break and just come back.
Maybe I think I started. I started watching Andor. I'm on episode 3, and it's pretty
Nice.
good. I really like it. It's a slow burn, but it's pretty good. Like I already like it more than Mandalorian. So I think I
Oh,
know it's a
hot
big
take,
statement
hot take.
because they're slowly building the characters and the dialogue. It's smartly written. And if you can look by the people who's writing the show, it's by veterans. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
This actually, I didn't believe it at first, but when people are saying Andor is Star Wars back to form, you actually feel like you're watching Star Wars instead of something else, instead of fan service. It feels like Star Wars. It feels. Uh, I'm actually I'm intrigued. I'm like I want to watch. So, yeah.
So yeah, so just let's close it out. That scene when she's by herself in the beach, burning the garments, and then she just you hear that Rihanna song, "Lift Me Up." It did nothing for me. I'm sorry.
Not, it didn't do what was it? Was it Fast and the Furious 7? Was it
Yeah,
where
Fast and Furious, yeah.
was it
With
7?
Letty died and all that. Oh no, with the Paul Walker.
Yeah, Paul Walker.
Paul Walker.
Yeah.
Paul Walker. That with Paul Walker hit me more than
That was oh my god, the theater was
this
in
one.
tears the entire
Thought you could leave without saying goodbye.
Dude, but they brought him back. You saw the? Oh, you didn't see the trailer, but they brought him back for the 10th one. Oh no, wait, I don't know.
And they didn't call it fasten your seatbelts.
Anyways, we're all over the place. So yeah, so that scene, I was just emotional. It was raw. It was probably her actually feeling that way at the moment, and then we get the biggest reveal of them all. So what do we get, cousin? Yeah.
T'Challa had a son, or has a son. Ding, ding,
So
ding.
his surname is I forgot his name. Like,
I think they named him T'Challa.
He had two. Remember, he like my Haiti name is this. And like, oh, so what's your Wakanda name? He's like, I'm T'Challa Jr. I am the king.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
I was like, oh, it's cool.
Okay.
Dun
right.
dun dun.
Post credit? I didn't see that.
I think that was the only one, right? Unless
that was the only one. You
Yeah,
didn't see that?
Oh, you didn't see that?
So I can record this.
Yeah, he has a son.
That's cool.
Yeah, he has the biggest dimples of my life, dude. He smiles like,
oh my! And he's got big eyes too. I was like,
he looked like exactly like him. Yeah, he had the curly and everything.
Like Hulk.
That's what everybody's saying. Like, what? You got an actual son? That look at him. They cloned him. And she goes into detail that they both agree not to bring him around the kingdom, and that it was better for him to be raised away from all that.
Yeah, because that worked out for Killmonger.
Yeah,
I know, right?
So the mom was trying to tell Sherry before Namor came. I guess that was the speech that she was going to tell him at the beach. So, and she never found out until the end with everybody else. That was a cool organic way to say, like, guys, we heard you. We are gonna recast him. So here's his.
Well, unless he's ages, I don't see how that's gonna happen.
So, and it's funny. Go ahead.
Look at Casey, Ant-Man's daughter. They aged her up.
Yeah, exactly.
Not from a baby to a grown-ass Panther.
Well, of course. I mean, it's going to take time before we get another one.
So what's it going to be? Kid Pant?
Kid Pant. And it's funny how his name on Baku is I came here to challenge the child. But can you imagine the child with the Panther serum in him? Sheesh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it'd be a legal age to do all that craziness, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, when she sees that, she gets Star Trek's like, what? She had a kid? Like, say hello to your auntie. Hi, auntie. She's like, I am T'Challa Jr. I am the king of Wakanda. And then it says Black Panther will be back. will return. I was like, yeah, oh yeah, that's right. He's not alive anymore. Like, I should have actually teared for that.
Aww.
But there was no post credit scene. There was none.
Were you the last one in the theater?
Pretty much. I was like an idiot. Yeah. We're like sitting there. Everyone was getting. I'm like, "Cool, where you guys going?" And it was like, "All right, whatever." I just stayed, and nothing happened. I was like, "Damn you!" Yeah. So
Yeah,
what's the overall what score or feeling? You give it a pass or?
I put it in the same class as the other movies in Phase 4. Is Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Like, it's all right. Had fun times. Would I watch it again? Probably not. Yeah. It's just middle. It's middle of the road. There you go.
Some stupid things I observed and I didn't get to say it. I liked how his friends called him Kukulu.
Kukulu.
His enemies called him Namor. He called himself Namor, and his general called him Namor.
No more.
No more.
No more.
So
I do
far,
like Namor though.
Who called him Namor?
No more.
Not his enemies. And then also when Shuri was talking about how her mom died and she just buried her mom in her heart, but then they beamed her up instead, like in a train. She's not buried. It's not a burial. I was just like, where's your heart going?
There was a thing that we're not missed, but kind of glanced over when she took that purple thing. You know how they go to the ancestor plane?
Yeah, and she met Killmonger.
Oh wow, that's an anticlimactic. But yeah, she meets Killmonger instead of one of her peoples. Okay.
That's
so
cool.
Yeah, so the reason why that, how you felt about that twist when she went around the? Because I was thinking like, it can't be Chadwick, it can't be digital imposed. Like, it can't be her. It probably is gonna be her, and then, hi, cuz, expect someone else. I was like, oh my god.
Well, unfortunately for me, I heard from somewhere somebody that if I didn't know that he was going to be in the movie, I would have been surprised. But I heard he was supposed to pop up. I was like, okay, this is where he's going to pop up. So it was spoiled for me, but it was a cool scene. I like that he was, he was being honest with her. Like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he gave his reasons. I thought she was gonna be. I thought the conversation was gonna be more of, she's like, look, I got this issue with Namor. How would you deal with it?
Yeah,
I mean, kind of
like a mentor.
But I thought he'd be more. I thought it'd be more kind of like Silence of the Lambs. Kind of like, you got somebody bloodthirsty, wants to kill the world, burn the world. How would you deal with them? But it went different.
She's like, I wanted to burn the world too, so there they are. I want to burn the essence of peace and love and harmony.
She had a little bit of a Punisher in her.
But to kill this motherfucker. But yeah, I give it a 7 out of 10, 7.5. For me. And I was saying, like, I was looking over and I saw my son just like yawning up a storm, uninterested. He wanted to leave, and he wasn't having it. It's like, if I'm a
Disney executive, I'm like, that's your litmus test. Play it in front of the kids. If they start yawning and they're not into it, come on, dude, you gotta fix it.
Yeah. See, then Namor should have popped in with his baby shark.
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. There was no sharks. There was nothing. There was no carnage.
I will say, they kind of dropped. I know it's different, but if you compare this to the Aquaman movie, holy shit, they got everything in there. Giant crabs, octopuses.
I know. I thought it was gonna be a Kraken or something, but no Kraken, no nothing. They couldn't afford it, I guess.
I'm sorry, Aquaman still has the crown, dude. He's still. I can't wait for the next Aquaman
punk ass
movie.
name are. You're still going forward with that?
Oh yeah, they're. It's already. I think they finished shooting. They're just working on visuals.
Oh, okay. Because last time I heard, he was protesting in an island in Hawaii or something.
Huh? Oh no, I think
That was a while back, right?
I think what they're doing. I think they got the what's her name? Oh my god, Johnny
Amber
Depp's
Heard.
Amber Heard. They have a. I don't know if they're like re-editing it.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
they're defaking her.
Well, if they mute her, then she's Amber Unheard, and then she'll just go away.
Ding 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 ding.
That's the move.
She's gonna reveal that she's a mutant too. Watch.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited for Aquaman. I'm excited for the Flash. So. Oh, we're going off trails.
There you go, guys.
All right.
Let's wrap
Hey man,
this up.
what was your score of it? Oh, you said 1 out of 10, right?
Yeah, I'll forgive the lack of attack rhinos because they probably wanted to keep them safe.
Underwater.
And yeah, they can't swim, because they're so heavy. So, yeah, I'll give it a 7. We'll go 7.
Oh shit. So there you go, guys. That's our review of Wakanda. Of course, we didn't go really heavy into detail what happened, but you could get the gist of it. With that being said, get the glue in here. Bring the glue back. Get the glue.
I'm in my element as a frog.
Get the glues.
I like the music.
It sucked.
I did like the music. It was engaging. I thought it felt like you were, like part of their trials and stuff. I don't know. I liked it.
Well, they're yelling. Oh.
I said, boy, this is like tribal. It's supposed to feel like that.
Oh, before we go, I got a gripe to say. Okay, let me cut the glue up. Cut them out.
Oh snap!
Cut the glues. There was a Mexican rapper. His name is Santa Fe Clan. I know it sounds like Santa Claus, but no, that's besides the point. He was so happy that he got to record a track, and he was saying on his post that, oh yeah, there's gonna be a feature in the film. Keeping a lookout. Like, my parents are super proud of me that I finally made it. Mexican. He's so tatted up too, so a gangster, whatever. So like, I'm finally like, I'm gonna be in a Marvel film, right? And I was like, oh hell yeah, I was like, okay, I'm waiting for it, watching the movie. All right, when Neymar comes, they're gonna hit it. It never started. The music never started. His track never showed anywhere, dude. And really? I was like, what the hell? Like, what happened? Of course, I go on Spotify and I check for his song, and it's right there on the album. I was like, so you made a song for the album, not for the movie. I was like, oh, that's messed up. You got promised a spot in the movie, and it got shunned, man.
Yeah.
So I was like, it doesn't really count because
scenes get cut. There's some big name actors.
What I'm saying?
So they're supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah. And it's messed up because he was so hyped, he was so happy. His parents, like, they came out in interviews and stuff, like, he actually made it. And then for your song not to be debuted, I was just like, oh, that sucks, And then like, who actually goes into the album and look for that,
You?
Now I did for the first Wakanda. I mean, for Black Panther, I went in there. The whole track, The Weeknd was in there, Kendrick Lamar, all the heavy hitters.
Well,
like,
maybe
all those
he'll
songs
be
were
more
being
featured when they do a Neymar movie.
I don't think I'll be seeing it. What's gonna be his bad guy? The Wakandans? It doesn't work. Well, that was my gripe. I'm sorry. Bring back the Glue Glooks. Come back, Glue Glooks. Thank you. Any last gripes you want to say before we go?
No, that was cool.
All right, Cousin Neil. That's final thoughts now.
Wakanda forever. There you go.
Shuri, good try though. Good try. For Cousin Neil, the world-renowned Star Fox player, the Hitman. Thank you for dropping by. I am the No More zombie. Don't look at me. I'm emo. No more. This is and has been the Watchers, Marvel Corner, or whatever you want to call it.
Damn, I missed a chance to call myself Hitting Baku.
Ding ding ding.
No.
There you go. For Hidden Baku. Oh god. Till next time, much love, peace, and look out for the World Cup FIFA watch. It's coming starting Sunday. It's gonna be live. Gonna be live recaps from me or whoever wants to join me. So fun times. Much love, peace, bye, good night. Bye, Googlers.